to the second in the IMAP Virtual Roadshow series. When we prepare the roadshows each year, sort of 6 months in advance, we plan to take them to Brisbane, Sydney and Melbourne. And we plan for a day of topics that discuss a single theme. This year, professionalisation, what it means for advice businesses. That seemed to me to be a theme which would be particularly topical this year in the light of FASEA and the other changes that were really transforming the nature of advice. Of course, who could know that COVID and coronavirus would bring this degree of change to the way in which advice businesses are being run and advice is being delivered. So for unavoidable reasons, we've had to make a change to today's sessions, and Andrew Bradley, who was to speak today, will be speaking tomorrow. But instead, we've brought tomorrow's session with Anne Harmey, Steve Aldridge and Vincent O'Neill forward to today, and I'd like to thank Anne, Stephen and Vincent for their flexibility in being able to facilitate that. Before I introduce our speakers for today's session, let me remind you that we've sent all of you who registered for the live roadshows menu log vouchers, and we'd like to thank our sponsors for facilitating that. Those vouchers can be used anytime in the next month, and enjoy. What I would like to do is just talk a little about some of the ways in which we've changed our program around for this year. Firstly, the awards. The awards are important to us as a way of recognising best practice in managed accounts, and we had planned to hold them in June, but we've now, because of the bans on physical meetings, moved the awards ceremony to the 26th of August, 27th of August, and have moved the submission date to the 26th of June. I'd encourage all of you who are involved in managed accounts, in the asset classes, Australian equities, multi-asset class, international, fixed interest, small caps, particularly the licensees or innovation award, to consider a submission, and you've got a couple of months to do that. I'd also like to talk a little about our two upcoming events for next week. I mean, the last month has been characterised by market volatility as well as the coronavirus and COVID-19. Next week, we're running both a webinar with Lonsec on managing volatility in portfolios, and for our portfolio management group, a session with iShares examining in detail how ETFs, and perhaps in particular how fixed interest ETFs, have coped in a period of really significant market volatility. The portfolio management group is our specialist group made up of people who work within or in association with licensees in the management of portfolios as part of an advice process. Now, let me also mention to you the Slido polling. If you take a moment to photograph the image on the screen, the Slido image, that will take you to Slido, and through the course of the session, there's a polling question there on the extent to which this period of market volatility has affected your thinking about or use of managed accounts. So I'd encourage you to respond to that. Now, our first session